I'm more of a time waster than a scamming scammer, and I'm all for it. Those people are out there like those are people you should be saluting at times, or the people protecting our grandparents out there. Hey pals, Ross here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video where today I'm playing the map No Time to Stop, created by the Blue Man, and Benjamin created this fine masterpiece. Blue Man, thank you for still making, thank you for making maps. That's all I can really say. We got a leaderboard over here, couple of speedsters it seems. P-King, Bolin, and early. Man, you know, I feel almost bad having to go super duper fast. Opening up this, let's see. So what's the time? 3 minutes? 3 minutes is nothing. Let me skim down. All right, and then the 100th place time is 12 minutes. Last time I was parkouring to impress the people. Now this is all just a pure display of skill. This is the thing that keeps me going. Parkour is, oh, it started. The timer started. I gotta talk and go. Parkour is just a thing that, you know, I have power inside of me that I do parkour good. And sometimes, you know, you have to turn it down a little bit because you don't want to make people jealous. And I got rusty. I did it to impress people, you know. I thought maybe that would be the way to make new friends, meet new people, was getting good at Minecraft. I can't do Minecraft PvP. I struggle to even beat the Minecraft game itself. But when it comes to parkour, there's just, I don't know, it's one of those, like, I'm not good, but I'm the best, if that makes sense. You know, sometimes things are a little harder than they seem. And look at me, I'm just doing this. I'm going for the record right now. 3 minutes is nothing. I'm almost there. I don't understand. I actually don't understand how you would do this in 3 minutes. I'm struggling a little bit, but look at me. Not a single mess up. You can play along. You can watch this video for tips. You know, 1-800-PARKOUR-ROSS. All those digits make up a phone number that you probably shouldn't call. It's just one of those things where, I don't know, it's like a weight was lifted off my shoulder. No! It's okay. It's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. I'm not even paying attention to the beautiful background. The fact that it feels like my frames are hiccuping just ever so slightly. This a part. What's it? It said there was an elytra part, and I didn't believe it. All right, I gotta go up. Ow. I'm. It's a well-known Ross fact that I do not like elytras. Go. Okay, checkpoint. Gotta go. I've wasted a little bit of time there. I'm almost a third of the map. And I'm already about to fall behind first place. I wish there were ghosts. No, actually, I don't wish there were ghosts. I'm actually quite afraid of ghosts. I don't know if I should be sharing that because I'm afraid people are gonna pretend to be ghosts and scare me if I. You ever have that feeling where if you share your fears, people will use them against you? That's why I keep the 13 hidden Ross secrets. I mean, I've revealed some of them over time, but there's 13 secrets that I keep hidden, and some of those, like, I just won't even, I don't tell nobody. All right. It used to be 12, but it became 13. There's 13 things that I consider my weaknesses. Now everybody, and don't go lying to me saying you don't. You have a weakness. You do. You truly do. And you can't help that. Everybody has weaknesses, and they range from the most powerful ones, like my absolute fear of being alone. That, you know, it's a roller coaster. Sometimes I'm not afraid, sometimes I am, and you know, you can't control that. I mean, some people can. They don't feel the fear like I do, but that's okay. Everyone's different. I'm not afraid of cake. Some people, I think, are afraid of cake. Did I go backwards? Was this actually the way to go? Is there branching paths? Is that how you go faster? I don't know. The scenery is very nice, though. I would like to. I take it back. I don't like the scenery. I'm getting a sense of deja vu that I did this before. but I'm just gonna keep moving forward, because that's all you can really do in life as well, is just kind of keep moving forward. Yeah, those blocks look familiar, but apparently I'm still, because I'm looking down at the bottom and it says 17. I'm doing it. I'm going for a high score here. Ah! Was I actually supposed to do 2 laps of that, or did I screw up? I'm a bit concerned that I've screwed up now, but that's, everybody makes it's the happy people say I'm like Bob Ross because we have 4 letters of our name are similar. And I just want to say, like, sometimes you make happy little accidents, and that's progress, you know. I'm trying to keep, nope, trying to keep positive. Trying to keep positive. I can do this. I am the best. I'm the absolute. Why is there gonna be an elytra section? No, it's crazy. You know, bit of gossip, bit of drama. Talk to Tandrew recently, and apparently this one dude, absolutely, like, she's been, you know, he's really good at elytras, but I've always, you know, struggled with them, which is, it's crazy. It's weird, if you ask me. But when it comes to parkour, I'm kind of the man. I'm kind of the man. But that's behind me. That just happened. That happened like right before Christmas. It was crazy. Had a wonderful Christmas. Hope other people had a wonderful Christmas. Kind of got back into FNAF, which is crazy. You know, you ever put away something that you're like, I'm never going back to that, and then you end up watching a ton of lore videos, and then you're just like, what's going on? So, like, you know, FNAF's very cool. Sorry, my brain is melting slowly. With every mistake, I shiver a little bit. Like, a shiver goes down my spine with every parkour failure, because I know I'm better. I know I have it in me to be the number, please, parkour boy. And I mean, now that as I said earlier, the absolute sheer weight of impressing people. Nah, I'm just here to talk and entertain, you know? You don't even need to be watching the parkour. Close your eyes for this section real quick. Just hear me out and just pretend this is a podcast. So, like, I'm gonna describe. So I went to the store. This is a Ross story. I went to the store to buy a gift for Christmas, and this was, I decided getting this object in, well, all right, it was a Nerf gun. I got Max a Nerf gun. I decided getting this in person would be easy. That's what I wanted to do, was kind of pick it up in person, make sure it's all good, you know, make sure I get a good one. So I look it up online. It says they're in stock at the store. I go to the store and I immediately begin looking around, and I hate this. I have a lot of anxieties, but when I'm walking around a store with an empty basket and I'm walking around for a while, I always just kind of feel weird. Like, I'm not stealing. I have no plans on stealing, but I'm worried someone's gonna think I'm thinking about stealing. I don't know. I've always been like that, though. That's always been a quirky part of me, is thinking. I didn't stop. I fell. Like, off topic. I'm jumping back to the story, but I'll never forget one time I threw an absolute fit. I was, like, really young in elementary school. I did not want to go to school, so my mom brought me to work with her, and I was crying. I was upset. I was having a bad day, kind of thing. This part is so hard. I remember my mom went into work and I was in her car, and I was afraid of leaving her car and going in her work because I thought someone would see me and get upset with my mom that I wasn't at school. Was that going to happen? Nah, but that's how I learned that my brain just kind of ticked a little bit faster when it came to anxiety. It's not fun, but you know, you learn to control it. So anyway, back to being at the store. I'm walking around with an empty cart. I'm going up and down these aisles. I'm looking in the toy aisle. I cannot find this forever. So I go over to I go over to customer service, and it's empty, absolutely empty. You know, I'm not waiting in line. I go, excuse me, sir, I'm having some trouble finding this item. It says it's in stock online. Dude seems so inconvenienced by my request. Like, him having to help me was not part of the job. He's there for, you know, returns and stuff, not to help. So he ends up asking me to find the SKU number on the website. I do. He looks it up and he's like, we do have them in stock. They're gonna be in this section. And he points to the section I've been looking in the whole time. Crazy, right? So back at it. I continue to look. I spend 10 minutes looking. It's not there. So I go back to him and I'm like, sir, I've been looking and I cannot find it. So he calls someone else over, all over the loudspeaker. Customer and customer service needs assistance. I'm like, okay, so I wait a few seconds. I'm just sitting there in my empty cart. A lady comes over. What can I help you with? Hi, I'm looking to get this Halo Nerf gun. It says it's in stock online. Well, we got a shipment in today. So if you're not seeing it out there, it might still be in the back room. And I'm like a little like, okay, because I can order for 2-hour pickup. So I'm like, so because I didn't do the 2-hour pickup, I'm not going to be able to get this. And she's like, well, if you do the 2-hour pickup and come back, and it's like, this was already kind of a drive. That's kind of a bother to me to have to go back and forth. So I'm like, all right. So I end up I ordered it on the website. Box comes week later, absolutely smushed and destroyed. We laughed about it on Christmas. My whole thing was like, all right, you know, I guess I'll just order it online and it'll be all good. It looked like someone sat on the box, and I would not doubt they farted on that box. It was a fart box. All right, take that section slow, Ross. All right, stop here, go. Stop here. I can't stop. That's the whole point of the map. But that was my Kohl's adventure. Don't even want to get me started looking on the other one. I went to so many stores looking for this one other Nerf gun. Does not exist. Completely sold out everywhere. You cannot find one of the Halo Nerf guns unless you get it from a retail. Like, scalpers are the absolute worst people out there. You cannot justify being a scalper at all. If you scalp anything, you are scum, and you know it. You know it's scummy too. So screw, you know, I doubt, because some of you, oh, well, I had extra, so I sold it. No! Sell it for retail price then, you know, making a quick buck. Shame on you. Shame on you. There's collector's objects. There's collector's object selling, and then there's scalping. If you're a collector and you're selling pieces of your collection to another collector, that is completely different than... Fudge! Sorry, that's something as well. Like, there are people out there that want to get products, and why can't they get them? Because someone else bought two, and they're gonna sell it to you for extra, and that's just dumb. There's so many things that have been so hard to find just because of that, and that was just icing on the cake of 2020. Jumping back, because there was the whole console shortage between the PlayStations, the Xboxes, all that stuff. Like, this whole shortages was because of COVID. And then on top of that, you got people buying them out so other people can't have them. And it's so dumb. I got so lucky. Last year, oh my goodness, I got a PlayStation 5. It was not working, and I just kept spamming the add to cart. I beat the scalpers, and I felt good. It feels so good getting something at retail price. I've also seen there's groups of people that just absolutely screw with scalpers. Like, they will just call up, waste their time. They'll make offers like, yeah, I'll buy it for retail price. And like, they just waste I love those people. Those people deserve an award. Spending your time wasting scammers and awful people's times. That's why, like, whenever I get scam calls, I try to keep them on the phone, just because it's less time spent scamming other people or more vulnerably scammed people. I always try to start serious, and then I progressively get obvious. I'm not anyone up there with like the greats and the elites of the people that like do the voice changers and scam the scammers. I'm more of a time waster than a scammer. and I'm all for it. Those people are out there, like, those are people you should be saluting at times, or the people protecting our grandparents out there. Because the fact that scammers prey on, like, old people is so awful. Like, it's so disgusting. And, like, there's so many clips of them being like, oh, you remind me of my, it just really, really grinds my gears. All right, so looking at this list, top 100 is 12 minutes and 58 seconds. I can do it. All right, here we go. Let's see. If I go over 12 minutes and 58 seconds, though, the video will immediately end. So the timer is golden. Oh, shoot. Oh, wait, I get to see my time, so I can see if I have any improvements. I kind of already want to, yeah, I kind of want to go to a restart, just so I have an immediately going. So where was I? Scamming scammers. Got sick recently. Moving past the topic of scammers. Man, I wish I had a second Ross to talk to. Like, when it's really, I do some of these very late at night, and I don't like bugging people. They're asleep and such, and I've always been a night owl, and it was so awful for school. I've shared this before that I was a night owl, but like I've shared this before, so I always feel bad retelling stories. But my nurse, the school nurse in my high school, was so nice. I was so lucky that, like, throughout a lot of my years of school, the nurse was always there to, like, assist. So I, being a night owl, would at times stay up extremely late, and then I would barely have, like, any energy for school the next day, which really sucked because I did want to focus at times. And when you're just like, have you ever had that time where your head's just kind of like nodding, like the way, like you're so sleepy that you're struggling to just keep your head up? I hate that. I've had that. Off topic, I went to visit Tim in LA when the first My Hero Academia movie came out, and we went to go see it in theaters together. And during the movie, I just started falling asleep, and it was awful. Why am I turned around? Because, like, I wanted to watch the movie, but I wasn't focused on the movie at all. I was just focused on not falling asleep. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna let myself sleep for a little bit. I'll wake up, I'll have more energy, and I'll be back at it. So that's what I did at that point. I let myself fall asleep in the theater and did that. But I would have that all the time in school, and just like thinking about it, I would try and do those strats, like where you kind of lean your head on your shoulder or something, so you still look like you're awake. Movies were the worst. I remember in my US history class, anytime he'd put on like a black and white movie and it was like all about the, you know, Industrial Revolution or something, US history and movies was like prime nap time for me, which is not a good thing if you think about it. But I caught a lot of Z's. I remember my math teacher yelling at me one time because I fell asleep during her. Sleeping in school is awful too. You just feel out of energy. There we go. That's gonna be a huge time save for me. Thinking about it now, I think my checkpoints are gonna be off because I did that extra area accidentally. Come on, Ross, keep going. I'm in the green, which is good. Gotta do the drip leaf now. Whew. I'm running out of breath. Yeah, so sleeping in school, always a trouble for me. Never good. I had a lot of trouble with this part, so if I can do this fast. No! Go! Yes! Yes, that's gonna be a huge time saver. Okay, back at it. Wanted to do that podcast. I've been thinking about that again, but I've been having trouble coming up with like a good format and who to have as like regulars / guests and such, because just I very much struggle with organization, to be talking completely honestly, and like being able to say like, hey, this is a group I want to get together, I struggle to really do that. Even with my like close pals, I feel like I'm bothering them at times. So that's where the podcast has gone. If anyone is a little curious, it's still on my mind and getting a good format, but it's mainly having consistent people that I know I can have like consistent fun conversations with, because like there's a lot of I feel like inside jokes are fun and all, but it's like a lot of my friends, like the conversations we have, I just feel like wouldn't be fun for a podcast. You know, we're gamers. We talk about video games a lot of the times, and sometimes people, you know, don't really care about some of the games, and that's okay. But like, I'm trying to think. I remember I had this one friend. I hope he's doing well. Whenever I remember past friends, I always just kind of hope they're doing well. We would be able to start a conversation, and then it would just move. I'm trying to, like, it would be one thing, and then we just transition, like oh, that reminds me of this, and then we just start talking about random other stuff constantly. Like it's such a fun thing when you have like friends you can do that with, where like anything just becomes weird random conversations. I remember I think we went from talking about Disney to politics to like what we were looking forward to and like a holiday, and then like everything, zoos, everything just molds together. Or you have those friends you can make like any joke to. I remember having conversations about like what if there was just a painting and it was just a bunch of wieners, and like we just had a whole conversation about like what if you decorated your house with like just wiener art, but it was totally normal. It was conversation piece. You've noticed the fine wiener art above the fireplace, it seems. Yes. And just it was very goofy and fun. You just think about, you just wonder how do conversations form. And again, jumping so back about how I'm a nervous person, I sometimes worry about just like even messaging friends, like they don't want to talk to me. I'm just gonna be bothersome to them, and then we'll have like a wonderful. I'll finally build up the courage, and then we'll have like a wonderful conversation. But the whole time I'm like, you know, they probably don't want to be here. Yeah, we're really enjoying each other's chitter chatter, but maybe I'm enjoying it a little too. I don't. It's broke brain hours, as I like to also call it, and it's, you know, it sucks, but it's in there. Everyone's got their quirks and their perks, little perks and quirks inside, and that's okay. That's what makes us us. You know, everyone's unique. You never know what it's gonna be. Please, I'm so close to the end. I can almost taste it. Come on, because that number at the bottom's actually accurate this time, and I'm gonna submit my time. I gotta shoot the message. Please, up, boing, boing, boing. Home free. I'm absolutely home free for a top 100 time. Will you be able to beat my time? Huh? I'm asking you now. Check the leaderboards. Well, link to the map is always down in the description below. But grab the link down below. See if you can match my please. See if you can match my amazing time. I just got to do this elytra part and I'm done. How this was done in 3 minutes absolutely blows my mind. But you know, 8 minutes and 35 seconds. Click here to submit my score. Yes, I will. Your pal Ross. Score, no time to stop. Video upload. Video not uploaded yet. Submit. There we go. That's my time. Can you beat 8:35? Leave a comment down below. I hope my rambling was fun. Let me know what you thought of my rambling. Please let me know. But thank you guys so much. I'm rank 55. Can you beat that, huh, buckaroo? Goodbye.